thank you so much again, Morgan, for being with us today for Virtual Summer Opportunities Fair. If you don't mind just sharing your position and the organization you work for.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Morgan James. I'm a recruiter with Consumer Cellular in Redmond.
Awesome. And can you share a little bit more about Consumer Cellular as a whole?
Certainly. So we're a nationwide cellular provider. We have 5 call centers, and we basically provide cell phone service and cell phones, all that kind of tech support, customer service to customers throughout the nation. So we mostly target the 50 plus age demographic, but anyone that's 18 or older can have an account with us.
Oh, great. And then what positions are going to be available this upcoming summer for students who might be interested?
So we currently have part-time and full-time schedules. We're pretty much always hiring for those because we really only hire outside for our customer account advisor position. Everything else we promote internally. So just last year, I believe we promoted about 150 people out of that position. So we have to replace those people, of course, to provide service to our customers. So that's one reason why we're hiring fairly often. And we do have a large building here in Redmond as well.
Great. And it sounds like there's a lot of room for professional development then with these entry-level positions. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. So just to use myself as an example, I had never worked in a call center before and I was kind of skeptical, but last January I started as a customer account advisor and then moved into the recruiting role in June of that year whenever that became available. So about 4 to 6 months you're eligible to promote, and just depending on what we have open, you know, if you've got a background in something, you're welcome to go for that because we promote them internally, like I said. We run into things that we didn't even know we needed. So our IT person here on site, that was something we ran into where we didn't realize we needed one until we got to that point. And then someone with IT background was a customer account advisor and got promoted into that position.
Gotcha. And what qualifications are you looking for these positions, and how can an interested student make themselves stand out in the application process?
So it's kind of an entry-level position. We really only require 6 months of experience with a single employer. What we really look for, though, is a good customer service attitude. We look for ownership, the ability to take feedback, things like that. Those are all really big things that our supervisors look for and that make someone a good team member with us.
Great. And then when are you currently accepting applications? If not, when do you plan to start? And then how and where can a student apply?
So we are currently accepting applications. There's a variety of ways you can get that to us. We start a full-time class as of now every 2 weeks. We start a part-time class typically usually about every 2 or 3 months, but it kind of depends on the interest we receive in that. There's several ways you can apply. You can go to our website, consumercellular.com/careers. Another way you can apply is sending a resume to jobsrdm@consumercellular.com. And then we do have the handshake postings for our full-time and our part-time positions as well.
Great. And would that jobs RDM be the best point of contact if a student had any further questions?
Yes. So that'll come to the recruiting team here at our site.
Okay, gotcha. And then can you give kind of a breakdown of hours between the part-time and the full-time positions?
Sure. So all of our part-time positions are 4-hour schedules. We're open anywhere. Typically, it's anywhere from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. As of now, with everything going on, they're a little shorter than that, but full-time is typically an 8-hour shift, and then the part-time is a 4-hour shift. We use the part-time to supplement any of our full-time shifts, so in consecutive 4-hour segments. Does that make sense? So it's just like if we have a full-time shift that's normally 8 to 5, it would be a 4-hour slot in between that. And then we just do that to supplement that team. And so actually, Sorry, I was going to say we've actually recently got it. In the past, we weren't able to offer our schedules or know what schedules people were going to be on until their first week of training. We have actually got some things in place to where before people even start or even sign an offer letter, we can tell them what schedule they'll be working once they get out of our training period, which for part-time is 5 weeks of paid training. For full-time, it's 4 weeks of paid training.
That's great. And how many hours a week for the part-time position are you typically looking? Like 10 hours a week
For
or
20.
20? Okay.
20, yeah. Typically, it won't be less than 20, and it won't be more than 20.
Great. Awesome. Well, thanks again so much for sharing about these opportunities. It's exciting to hear, and hopefully we can get you some applicants.
Yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate talking to you, Rachel.
Yeah, take care.